Hi, I'm Iridium. Hope you're doing all right today. It's reaction time, and we've got Black Swan and Generation Mind. Now, anyone who's been living under a rock might not know this band. They brought out an album a couple of years ago. It's like a project, if you like, from Frontiers, consisting of vocalist Robin McAuley. What an absolutely outstanding vocalist Robin McAuley is. Of course, McAuley Schenker Group for years in that band. Far Corporation before that. Just a brilliant vocalist. Brought out an excellent album last year, solo album, and his voice is just outstanding. It's timeless. He's just got such a powerful voice still. It's just one of those wonders, isn't it, of the, you know, the older vocalists, if you like, the classic vocalists that can keep a voice like that. Talking about Biff Byford earlier, we're talking about Robin McAuley, you know, just absolutely amazing. Then you've got the brilliant guitarist Reb Beach, Winger and Whitesnake, just a fantastic guitarist, superb. Bassist Jeff Pilson, of course, from Foreigner, the End Machine, ex-Dokken, just one of the best bassists out there. He also produces this song on the album, so looking forward to hearing what it sounds like. And drummer Matt Starr, Ace Frehley and Mr. Big. So this album, the return of Black Swan, so the second album, Generation Mind, April the 8th. Not that long, too long probably, but you know, it's not that long if you actually think about it. It will definitely come round quick. So this is the first song, Generation Mind. The debut album was fantastic, wasn't it? Just a collaboration of some of the best musicians around in the melodic hard rock scene, getting together to produce a brilliant album, and here they come again. So I can't wait to hear this. Absolutely outstanding stuff on that first album. Some of it was a bit bluesy, some of it was more straightforward melodic hard rock. Let's see what this one has to offer. This is Generation Mind by Black Swan. Here we go. Oh man, it's fucking brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. I'll tell you what, let's talk about the mix and the production first. I'm so happy. It's, you know, it's following on from the first album where, you know, how many albums do you hear these days that are overproduced and multi-layered stuff going on? This is almost stripped back like a really great 80s production, if you like, with a bit of a sheen of modern production on it. But you've got to remember, some of the 80s production and the early 90s was just really good, and it had a sort of a feel to it that it captured a band more than a project, if you like. And it's weird because this is more like a project, but it sounds like a band, and a lot of that is to do with the mix. It sounds like, I don't know how they recorded it. I know a lot of albums these days get recorded separately. Everyone is fucking far end of the earth, you know, recording their bits and then just mixing it up. But it sounds like they're in the studio, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I love the bass rumbling. Jeff Pilson, man, his bass is rumbling in that mix. It's just fucking fantastic. I love the drum sound. I love the guitar sound. Robin McAuley sounds absolutely fantastic. I love how this is less of a sort of a bluesy song. I do prefer their hard rock sort of edge more than their bluesy stuff. Although the bluesy stuff is still very good, this is fucking fantastic. The riffs are really catchy. Not only the riffs are catchy, but the chorus is huge. I love it because you know it's the chorus. Sometimes you can listen to a fucking band these days, it gets to the chorus and you think, was that the chorus? Was that, you know, is that pre-chorus the chorus? You can't make out, you know that's a chorus because it's such a fucking banging, uplifting chorus. It just gets there, it's getting you there, and it doesn't disappoint. It's building up, and it's a fucking huge chorus. Man, what a fucking song. This could be my favourite song of theirs that I've heard, even off of the first album. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Just brilliant. What a groove to it. What a heavy rock groove to it. It's just brilliant, man. Absolutely fantastic. Let's listen to the rest of this. Talk about the solo. Let's talk about the guitar work in that solo. So Red Beach, he comes from a generation, obviously being in Winger, you know, White Snake. He comes from a generation of guitarists that fully understands that it has to be a melodic, catchy, well thought out solo. That's exactly what that was. Everything about it was just fantastic, from the lead part, the little melody playing into the actual solo itself, then the last bit working his way up the fretboard. I loved every second of that solo. One of the best solos you will hear, I think, because it's not all about speed. It's about making the listener remember that solo. Do you remember how that used to happen? You used to hum along a fucking solo, you know, back, I'm sorry about saying about the 80s again, but some of those solos in the 80s, you could sing that. It's like almost singing a song, singing the solo. You remember every little note. Nowadays, it ain't so much like that. Someone might come and just fucking go mad on this fucking guitar and you can't remember a thing about it. Red Beach does that on this. That solo was absolutely fantastic. I'll be humming that solo. You know, a couple of times after hearing it, you'll be humming it. Absolutely brilliant. Everyone in the band is absolutely fantastic. Tight as anything. Absolutely loved it. It's just not Matt Starr. Let's give him a mention. Just thumping rhythms going along with Jeff Pilson. Them two sound like they've been in a band for fucking 5 years. Honestly, absolutely fantastic stuff. I've spoken about Red Beach anyway, but Robin McAuley. It's just amazing, isn't he? He's just amazing. Although I thought his solo album was fucking excellent, I think having that little bit of a harder edge, like with this band, suits his voice even more. I think it really sounds fucking great on here because he's got a real powerful voice, you know. He's got a real hard edge to it, but obviously can reach some heights as well. He just sounds fucking brilliant. I've probably sworn about 26 fucking times during this reaction, but sometimes I get a bit excited sometimes, and I'm excited about this. Absolutely fantastic. Black Swan, Generation Mind, which is the title track. The album's coming out on April the 8th. It seems a longer way off now. After hearing it, it seems a long fucking way. Absolutely brilliant, guys. Let me know what you think of Black Swan, Generation Mind in the comments below. I'll see you next time.